has since changed.
You'll note that we're moving a lot slower because vision hadn't existed at that point.
And our ball intake mechanism also changed. You'll notice that our new iteration is completely polycarb, which is a see-through plastic. You can get it as that.
So you see how those pistons extended? During matches, we actually had a lot of problems with that, getting caught in between the plastic and the wood, and not being able to lift them.
Okay, buddy.
That was Calvin.
If you like doing video editing stuff, we also always need media being done for our team, so that's something that you like. Cool.
So Amelia was saying that if you like video editing, I mean, that we also have a lot of opportunities for that on the team. So there's, generally if you're interested in anything, you'll find a spot on the team, even if it's writing.
So these are the competition match videos that we were talking about, and so this is our first regional that we attended, San Diego Regional. We didn't do too hot, to say the least.
Can you pause for a second? So so one of the reasons that we didn't do too hot in this, and you'll see the progression of us throughout the season, was purely, well, okay, not purely, largely due to the fact that we finished our practice spot late, or like kind of never actually fully finished them. And so, I was alluding to earlier, I said that we, drive practice is really important, so that was one of the things that was like compromised upon. And then also, vision wasn't even done until after the build season ended. So this was like our first actual experience with like all of our robot code completed on the robot, and then also one of the first experiences the driver had with the robot.
I'm just gonna kind of narrate this match real quick.
I used the database where we collected all the data about all the robots last year to find our objectively worst match, and this is our objectively worst match at the San Diego Regional. So you'll see we're going to be on the blue alliance on the left side most of the time.
We're there. That's us.
We're
We
getting
dropped a
bullied
hatch
by defense.
after a great start, already 5 points behind. We're trying to go.
We have
lots of times a little bit, and then the other team, one of the robots actually tipped, but they're still outscoring us. It's a 2v3, and we are the 3 team, and we are losing.
Yeah.
We have some defense being played here. That's been like, or maybe that's not even defense. No, that is defense. Okay. What?
It's half and half.
Okay, yeah. So like another big thing at competitions is like traffic. So like if there are other teams who are even on your alliance, it's like they still crash into each other because the drivers can't communicate that well, or something. Yeah.
So that's what Calvin was kind of talking about. You have the opposing alliance actually send one of their bots into our region, and now we have 4 robots and are really crammed already in space, and like we have nowhere to go to.
And they end up having one robot outscore,
At that point we do send one of our blue
notice the
robots
score
onto
hasn't
the other
changed
side.
for a while.
And you can see that because there's only 2 robots on the red side of the field, one of them is literally not able to move because it's sideways. The other robot, 4481, is free to move and store just as quickly as possible, as if they're practicing in a vacuum until right now. So that's why defense is so important in this game, because not only are you getting rid of traffic on your side of the field, but you're making it so it's harder for the other alliance to score. Which, in this case, 32-45, I believe, 32-45 was one of the best defense robots, and they're kind of bullying us in this match, which is kind of sad.
We lost to them in semis later on.
Oh, this part's good. It's the climb. So, in this match, it actually appears as if we got the climb to level 3 in that middle pedestal, but we didn't, because part of the rules of the game is this one-word support. The one-word support is sacred in strategy, and it ruins everything. So if you have a little string dangling down loosely touching another platform, that means that your climb does not count because you're not fully supported by the platform, because you're partially supported by that string. So the little back thing that comes out of our robot is touching the level 2 platform there. So we did not get a level 3 climb despite it looking like that. We got a level 2 climb. That was a terrible match. 36 points.
That's also part of the reason why we have a level 1 to 2 to 3 climb instead of straight 1 to 3, because if we hadn't made the level 3 climb, we would have gotten a level 1 climb instead of level 2. Not that it made a difference in
We
this
got
match.
36 points, which is very low, and 10 of those were penalty points of the other team screwing up.
And so the match we're about to show you is our Monterey match.
It's kind of hot.
Yeah, so we actually went 16 matches undefeated. We only lost in the end. And that wasn't due to our fault. That was due to another robot, like their drivetrain basically like destroying itself in finals. But you'll see that, and we'll point out where we are. We're on the Red Alliance, and that's us right there. No, that's not. That's us right there. And you'll see that although we have a little bit of trouble in the sandstorm, well, actually no, it didn't work here, but it works everywhere else in this match. So, as soon as I mean, also like as soon as you see the green light turn on from now on, understand that that is vision completely taking over, and then also you'll note a lot of like strategical like thought went into this match. You'll note, we'll point it out, but you'll note that. At a certain point, we noticed that there are too many robots on our side of the field, so we just throw out a piece of cargo, like even though we had it in our possession, and go on to put hatches on because we realized that this side of the field was too populated.
My job. I'm joking. He pretty much explained it. Yeah, at one point, this is later in the match, but we'll throw a cargo, which this is more of a coach decision than a head of strategy decision, but. At that point, the coach, which was Amelia at the time, thought on the quarter of the field that we are about to go to, there are too many robots. Let's not deal with that. Let's throw away the cargo, instead get a hatch, and go score that on our side of the field.
So score's a lot better, partly because also this gave our driver an extra 2 weeks. This was 2 weeks after San Diego Regional, so he had a couple extra weeks to practice driving, to actually nail down parts, and also practice vision. Even with defense.
Yeah.
A, because the defense is not as good, and also we're better at driving around defense kind of.
So I think it's at this point.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah. We realize, oh, there's 4 robots there. We're not dealing with
Just
that.
kidding.
Go back, get a hatch.
Yeah. So there's vision again. And then we go on to climb, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go on to climb early because we're going for a level 3.
Yeah, we got level 3 in the second pool.
So the robot on the bottom right, that's like the one that we ended up actually going to finals with. Like we ended up partnering with them for semifinals and finals. And that, 2073, and that's also the robot whose drivetrain like imploded. So.
Also, just for reference, just to kind of compare San Diego Regional to Monterey Bay, we had like a near 3 ranking point average for every match. So that means we won every single match, and we got at least one other ranking point for either a climb or 15 points in the climb or a full rocket. So we kind of did really well there.
We didn't have a 3-point.
Rank 2, but that changes.
And I think also our highest scoring game was like in this competition was like 80 something or like 90 something, and you'll see that like at SDR, that match that we showed you was like we scored like 15 points, and like most of those weren't even us. We had like 1 placement there. So we had 1 placement. So this is Houston. So this is World Championships.
Couple weeks later.
Yeah.
More driver practice.
A lot more driver practice. Yeah. And I guess controls deteriorated.
Is that vision working?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is the part where a driver pops off. So.
Yeah. So you really see is like got
But now he's had
replacement in
several
10
weeks of
seconds.
practice, so yeah, that's us right, by the way.
Yeah. So we've already gotten like 3 of
See how
those cargo
fast that
bells in
was?
there,
Yeah.
and then also the hatch pair placement.
We also have this other robot that we were really good defense spot being played. So
Oh yeah.
so that one's not moving. Kind of unfortunate for them.
So violent.
Oh no.
They did get quite a few penalties in this match. But I mean they were a good defense spot, but penalties.
What?
It's okay.
We got the hash, but it's okay.
Yeah, And that was one of the things that we were worried about using this hatch mechanism for. That's why we didn't go with it initially, was how well it could hold onto the hatches once we like barely touched it. And I think in one of Justin's presentations, he like talked about like touch it, grab it, or something. Touch it, own it. Yeah, so that was one of the things we were worried about with this mechanism, is that it wasn't 100% for touch own.
But it did turn out working well. That was one of the only times that we actually dropped the hatch on accident mid-match.
And I think we ended up adding like these wristbands that are on our hands. We ended up like wrapping them around, or that or some other rubber on the inside of the hatch mechanism so that it wouldn't slide out once we grabbed it, which kind of made it more effective. So there's a lot of like improvisations that happen like that during competition. And actually a good amount of the work that we do is controls, and that happens during competition.
At that point we realized, yes, we should climb.
But no.
So we just want one last plate.
We realized we should get 1 more, 3 more points. Then we don't quite
I don't think we
this match.
No.
Yeah, we don't make it. See, because we also kind of slip off a little bit. By then our pistons had some wear on them, and it wasn't quite the same as they'd been functioning at Monterey.
And then
See how close that was?
so there were practice fields of competition as well, and we tried to time our full climb sequence from like 0 to level 3. I think it ended up being about 27 or 26 seconds. So we needed to like start at 30, like maximum start at 30, and at that point we were starting at like 7. So it's very
With all those
small.
penalties, though. Anyway. I think that's it, right?
I think that's it.
That's it. Does anyone have any questions about the team, our division, anything? About our season?
We're able to join.
2 departments.
Yeah, so you can, most people try to, most people pick, kind of one department that, and they spend most of their time in it, at least for their, first year or 2. But there's absolutely no requirement that you have to stay in a department. Like I started off in mechanical, and now I'm kind of in like half mechanical, half strategy. So yeah, you can, just spend your time however you want on the team, see different departments.
But a side note on that as well. But if you're talking about competition team positions, those. Okay, we're not talking about that. So.
All right. Awesome. Thank
Any
you
other
all.
questions?
Thank you all for coming. Okay, also, did everyone sign on the sign-in sheet, and also is everyone on the email list now? Yes. Yeah?
I'm not.
You're not on the email list?
That trackpad's so weird, it like clicks down so much.
I mean, yeah, the ThinkPad pulled it through for us. You want us to take it down, Kevin.
You know what? This works faster, okay?
That
did not work
sucks.
fast.
I hate that. Bro, you're gonna use printering? You know how much printering is? It's like $1,000.
$1,000.
You can't do that. You can't printering. Oh my.
Bro.
Oh, should I click that button?
Oh, I don't know what that does. I don't have a GoPro.
It's the big button. Wouldn't the big button be like stop, start, record?
Or like power off and delete the whole
The
thing.
big button is start, the small button is power.
Just play Bob Ross while tomorrow, and when they have the whiteboard, doing the next stuff.
Wait, you're right. And doing a strategy.
Yeah, I have a headache.
True. Were you gonna buy Adam?
We need to work on our Wednesday presentation. I can work on it tonight. I'll add my phone tonight.
Yeah, it's easy. I'm just like copy pasting from my other.
Are we aiming for like a time for it to end? Does it have to be like 4:30?
It's probably not gonna take as long today.
Yeah, I think it's going to go until like 4 or something.
Yeah, it's 4:50 right now, so.
Yeah, but that was like with like 40 minutes of wasted time.
Yeah. Yo, that's kind of epic though.
Bob Ross epic. So where are you gonna get the whiteboards from?
We have some in the shop. I can go check.
Oh yeah. Alright. Give me a lot of time. Hopefully you don't have too many whiteboards.
I mean, at that point, just like group them, right?
Yeah, we'll group them, but like, I don't know how many whiteboards we have, but if we have like 8, I guess it'll just be by table. Yeah, that'll be big tables.
Yeah, okay, so you're on the email list. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Oh, it's Colin, do you have a pen or a pencil?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, there was like a group of freshmen and like the Chromebook ended at their table and they were like playing some sort of game or something, so I was like, are you done with that Chromebook? And I took the Chromebook. I was so like disrespectful.
You're on a
People thought that-
Thanos pencil.
Thanks for
That's it. Correctly. Oh my, that's not fair.
Are you sure? I just don't feel like I do here. What's the Why is it so cold? What the heck?
why is it cold?
Feel this. It's like icy.
Oh my God.
Wait, I never finished. Hold on.
That's like a lot cooler than like.
Just stirred.
Okay,
Okay.
the ice pack? Were you doing it?
Yeah, it's next to me.
Oh, that was just the
That's why.
Oh, alright.
I piled my lunchbox with a ton of like ice packs because I had a LaCroix that was room temperature there. It's like I can't fill that down.
Absolute icon.
So you're head of strategy and then Connor, you're.
I'm just a strategy.
I see. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm nothing. But I'm thinking of joining. You know my brother.
Yeah, do that. Oh, okay.
Apparently we look alike, but I don't know. Is it still kind of weird that I'm sitting here and I'm like, hello?
Oh, people like senior join. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, not super common, but we won't.
You know, I'm not common.
You're
I'm
special.
Oh, speaking of being special, I can get 100%. Oh my god! I messed up the ceiling. Well, because when the test teachers like wrote it on the whiteboard for me. But it was like kind of confusing the way he wrote it. It was like corn surplus or like shortage. I'm like, wait, which one is it? He's like, oh, I forgot to give you the question. What? And I was like, oh.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Sorry, no, I meant to be
Where's
leaving.
my iPad?
Oh,
I'm gonna unplug the projector, but you can still watch on the iPad.
Well, thank you, Connor.
I'm gonna take this big picture of this.
Where is Esme?
Also, where did in the shop?
Andy though, she really just.
She did that like at work, and she had.
Yeah, she's in the other game.
What?
She plays field hockey. Wait. Is it a game?
Wait.
Is it a game or was it something else?
That's clearly
Maybe
a